Everyone, this is Caesar from CesarUSA.com. This is my website. I invite you to visit it, comment. I would like to hear from you. This is not particularly um, nice looking, but it does have a lot of links. It's mainly text so that it will save you time when downloading the page. It has multiple services. This video is about healthy lifestyle, having a good life, good and healthy life. One thing that I want to mention is about healthy eating. There's a lot of debate about what should be people eating. It should be the ketogenic, the keto diet, or it will be the paleo diet. For example, some people do not know what those are. The keto diet is basically when you what it says right here, limit carbs, but they also say to eat more fat. Basically, they're saying that if you eat a lot of fat and you eat fewer carbs, eventually the body is gonna start using what it has, which is fat. That if you eat fat, that then you are going to burn fat. I particularly do not like the idea too much because it forces the liver, forces the body to burn. Fat is harder to process, so it kind of forces the body to process hard to digest food. So if you're gonna eat fat, I would recommend a fat that is easy to digest, a healthy fat. Of course, they do recommend healthy fat. My recommendation would be to eat, for example, avocados, things like that are not do not have unhealthy fats. You want to avoid any high cholesterol, a high fat that is basically unhealthy. What I'm not saying I'm saying that this fat that are from oils that you when you cook with those oils, they get into the food and you eat them. So I think I will follow the low carb, and the fat will be just the healthy fat, uh, olive oil and all of those healthy fat only. The paleo diet is another option. It's basically suggesting to eat what we humans ate at the beginning of time when they were first in the world. So it's basically plant-based food that they were eaten at the Paleolithic era, which is like 2.5 to 10,000 years ago, 2,000, 2.5 million to 10,000 years ago. So it's basically lean meats. I do agree. You can eat meats, but I prefer to eat just the cooked in water, not the oil cooked meat. Fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. I do agree with those. Um, Basically, they are saying that they were basically you got them from hunting and gathering. So basically, they don't want you to eat food that was processed, that was made afterwards, like the ones that we eat nowadays. They are basically. I think it's a good up to a point. I think it's a good diet in general. Fruits, vegetables, yes, I agree. Nuts and seeds, I do. Lean meats, fish, especially those rich in omega-3 fatty acids, all of that. They avoid grains such as wheat, oats. I think you could eat oatmeal and things like that. I don't particularly recommend dairy products. Of course, I'm against eating anything related to sugar, refined sugar. Salt is also bad for the blood pressure. Potatoes, yeah, in general, I would agree for the main recommendations. Yes, snacks you can eat an orange, carrot sticks, of course. I will eat too much meat, even if it's lean. But yes, you do need some meat because there are some substances in the meat that the body needs and they are not in they do not appear as easily. They are not in, or they are not appear in the vegetarian diets like in vegetables. So there is the vegan diet. Yes, I agree with that one too. In general, yes, limit. But they say not to eat eggs, cheese, milk, and honey. Eggs, maybe hard-boiled eggs. You could eat some because it does have a lot of protein, but you gotta watch for the not to eat too much of that. Cheese, it's better not to eat it. Milk, I don't recommend it either, especially cow milk. I mean, you just eat the types of milk that are more healthy, like walnut milk, those almond milk, honey in very small quantities because it has a lot of sugar. So in general, yes, you want to eat fruits and vegetables. Legumes, yes, peas, I like that. Beans are too heavy for the stomach, so it'll be low quantities. Lentils is healthy, so I will recommend that, but not in heavy, large quantities because quantities because they are heavy on the stomach. Nuts and seeds, yes, they eat not in extremely high quantities. Breads, no. Rice, not recommended. Pasta, not recommended, in my opinion. Soy milk, yes. Coconut milk, yes. Almond milk, yes. Vegetable oils, only I would recommend the olive oil. Uh, Chicken, I would, if I'm gonna eat chicken, I will remove all the fat before cooking it. I will use some pliers and actually cut the fat. You will not get that in a restaurant. They will leave all the fat in the meat. So restaurants will have a lot of oil and fat in their meat. Butter, I will not use margarine butter in a small quantities because it has a lot of fat. Mayonnaise, of course, I'm not gonna eat that. Okay, vegetarian diet. This is Mayo Clinic's website. So they do have other recommendations. Sugar, of course, is out of the should be out of the list of things that you could eat. They have the list multiple vegetarian lifestyles, diets, lacto-vegetarian, ovo-vegetarian, and so on. So you can actually read about those and decide what will be best for you. There are actually many websites and YouTube, many web YouTube channels where they give you good advice. Particularly like the one from Dr. Sten Ekberg. That's one of the ones I like. So that he will give you very good advice. I also like this one from Dr. Carlos Jaramillo. He speaks Spanish. Hopefully if you speak Spanish, you could take the opportunity to watch his videos. Also Metabolism TV. That's another good one that I recommended in another video. So it's good to have multiple languages. For example, if you only speak Spanish and you don't know any English, it will be very helpful to learn English because there are a lot of material things that are in English and are not available in Spanish, and the other way around. Sometimes there are some things in Spanish that are not available in English. So it's good to have multiple languages in your knowledge. There is also the recommendation of fasting, intermittent diet, where you will skip meals or you will spend several hours without eating. I would recommend it, especially at night. For example, not eat dinner and then have a late breakfast, something like that. So try to extend the period of not eating to say 16 hours, things like that, or eat an early dinner, not a heavy dinner, just a light dinner, medium heavy lunch, and a good breakfast. Good breakfast could be oatmeal with nuts and seeds. Those are filling, and you could put a fruit, and that should be okay. Berries or some other ones that will make you full. Problem with healthy lifestyles. For example, vegetables is that they're not very filling. So you eat, and a few hours later you are very hungry. Uh, well, if you eat meat, you will not eat as much. So sometimes people eat meat and things like that, and they don't eat for many hours. So that's the advantage of eating meat and fat stuff, fat food. So it's like cows that they will be eating all day. So we as people we don't want to be eating all day. So it's a pain. But anyway, there are other things that I want to talk about. For example, it's not only about eating. Lifestyle also involves good rest, good sleep, meaning go to bed not too late. There's a lot of people that watch Netflix until very late at night, television until very, very late at night, and it's not healthy. You should be setting up a bedtime, say at 9 o'clock at p.m., things like that. Especially if you get up early. There are a lot of people who want to get up late, but because of work they can't. In general, I recommend getting a job, preferably remote. You could work from home. It's less stress, unless it's a very high stress job. Of course, there are remote jobs that are high stressful. So try to find a job that is not too stressful. Get a good profession that it will let you, you know, earn a good income without killing yourself. There are some professions that are very demanding and pay little or pay good, but they are extremely demanding. So it's very important to select a good profession and always be learning. I mean, when you have spare time, it's good to learn. I actually like YouTube because it gives me a lot of opportunities to learn many subjects. Of course, it's better to specialize in what you like. For example, if it's about computers, like in my case, then I will try to learn programming languages, things like that. So try to keep up to date with the things that you need in your profession. Try to find a job that is pays well, is not killing yourself, is not unsafe. There are some jobs that are very unsafe, dangerous. For example, being a policeman, you're out on the street fighting criminals. So it's an unsafe job. So this also be you need to be have a good life balance. For example, you're a truck driver, you're gonna be out for many days or hours, and then you get back home and maybe like 2 3 days after. You basically live in a truck. So it pays well, but also you are away from the family. So family life is very important, especially children will complain if you're away from them for several days or many hours, things like that. So you need to balance. That's why it's good to select a job that allows you to be close to your loved ones, your wife, your children. Remote jobs help with that because you can work from home. Also, it's important to look for the entertainment that is safe entertainment, good entertainment, um, things that you could go with your family. For example, dancing is very good. It's healthy. Problem is that in general, the dancing occurs at night at nightclubs, and there are other things that happen there. People smoking. Of course, nowadays they don't allow smoking in nightclubs anymore, or some do actually. So they may be limited smoking to the outside areas, but there is liquor, alcohol, and that's not good. So, like in my case, I don't drink alcohol, so I will drink something else. We're in a nightclub. Some people enjoy going to the gym, and then what happens is that they actually find that as an entertainment. I will, in my case, that would not be my entertainment, but in general, it's healthy. I mean, it's healthy to go to a gym and do exercise. Of course, it's good to have other entertainment, such as travel and things like that. Some people use an RV, things like that, and they go places and stay out. That's a very nice family type of entertainment. And also travel by plane and by other means to places, but of course, to places that are safe. You don't want to go to a country that is unsafe, or if you do, you need to know go in groups, things like that. Always taking safety precautions. Also, transportation is airplane or by any other means. You need to watch for safety. For example, some people love motorcycles, but those are very unsafe vehicles. They are only on two wheels. They could fall to the sides very easily. If they hit an object, then you will go forward, fall onto something else, onto the floor. Or if they hit you in the back, then you could be killed or hit pretty badly either. So it's very unsafe to ride a motorcycle. And even if you wear a bunch of protective gear. So bicycles are also unsafe, but not as unsafe because they don't go as fast, and normally they have a separate line for them. If there were some extra lines for motorcycles, it would be good, but that's not what they are in the rules. So watch for unsafe vehicles and for unsafe activities such as skateboarding, rollerblading, things like that. Those are very unsafe. I haven't broken a bone in my life because I follow safety precautions. I don't do unsafe activities. So, those jumping out of cliffs, things like that, all those activities carry a high risk. Jumping from a plane, things like that, they carry a risk. Also, another thing to consider will be medical care. For example, in the United States, the medical care is pretty expensive. Of course, you can have insurance, but even the deductible is inexpensive. So sometimes people go to South America, some other places to have medical care, surgeries, dental work, things like that. In addition to that, it's good to learn, stay up to date with technology. It's important to learn software development or software, or at least know how to use already developed software. It's good to learn about real estate, property prices, kind of keep up to date on pricing, especially if you're actually looking to buy real estate. Some people want to decide, okay, I'm going to just rent, I'm not going to buy. But maybe you can find a good deal, things like that. So you got to watch for what is happening in the world, hear the news, things like that. Also follow up with the government matters. Any tax increases, do your taxes, keep up to date with your taxes, do not get behind. Because those that go into your Social Security, what you provide in your as taxes, they will go into your Social Security, the Social Security part that you get from employment. So it's better to have a job that it provides benefits. Problem with contracting work is that you will have to pay both. You have to pay the employer's taxes plus your own, so it's double the taxes that you will have to pay if you're independent. That's the problem with contracting work and self-employment. You have to actually save the portion of taxes from the employer plus your own, not spend the whole paycheck, and then at the tax time you will owe a bunch of money in taxes, and then you have to make payments, things like that. watch your bills. Do not overspend. These are the people who keep getting loans, credit cards, things like that. They basically are over their budget. So you need to be careful about that. This is a motorcycle that I had in a long time ago, but I think I used it like 3-4 times only. This is one of the websites where I provide assistance regarding to employment. I provide information about travel, especially to South America. I can help you with real estate and things like that. Another subject that I want to mention is in regards to religion. I did mention that in another website. I recommend not to be a fanatist, not fanatism. Religion is very subjected to fanatism. People who follow false prophets, they think they are real when they are not. Start following advice on things that is false. Give donations on those churches that all they want is your money, and to recruit people. They may recruit teenagers or young people to kind of advertise their what I would think is basically a business, the business of religion. I am Catholic, so I do follow a religion. Some people say, a few would say no, that do not believe in any religion, just believe on just living. I don't this. It could be possible. In fact, it may not be. It's possible not to be any religion in reality. No any God at all. But I mean, it's good to believe in something. At least it gives you peace of mind that even if you passed away and maybe disappear forever, maybe there's a little chance that there's actually a God that will be um, afterwards with you. Which some people go extremes. They kill for their religion. They bomb themselves, or they place a bomb and kill a bunch of people for their religion, territorial matters, invasion of a land, things like that. It's better just to follow good behaviors, get along with everyone, and try to keep safe and get along with everyone. I think that's the best way. Get along with everybody, help others, and they will help you. So I think that's good enough for now. I hope that you take some advice. Hopefully it will be helpful to you. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Goodbye.